Hello Exiles, this is Wasting Sandy here, and I'm gonna do a show you my build basically for Witch in a Can. And what is it? It's a Witch in a Can. It's witch in armor. Not full armor. It is chainmail armor. It is the shield and armor balance. Uh, and I'm gonna show you just basically how to maintain it as best you can, and hopefully you could build it like I do, and it's pretty effective, at least for me, anyways. So it's a hybrid build. Um, I'm not that high in level as far as I'm not maxed out or anything like that. But I'm up to level 40 something. 45. And I'm on my way to completing it. Almost halfway there. 5 more levels, I'm halfway. Well, the key elements will end up being... down here to this. There we go. Alright, so I'm bringing up my website here so I can show you guys exactly how to build it. Obviously it requires shielding. I only have 1 point in Lord of the Dead. Other than that, I don't touch minions whatsoever. I do use Raise Zombie, Summon Skeletons, and Raise Spectre. That's my fodder screen. I'm a heavy wand user, so I use Power Siphon, Lesser Multiple. I'm still working on getting chains, but I want to get chain as well, so that way it chains to multiple targets. Eventually, I'll eventually be a caster, pure caster as well. So it's an interesting hybrid because I still do good damage with spells, because it's focused on elements. I'm not actually focusing on just fire or just lightning or just cold. It's actually focused just on elemental damage, and not only with wands but in general. So as you see here, I actually come over here and I get Arcane Potency, which increases my critical strikes with spells. But you notice in the Templar area, it's all elemental damage. Now this is with a weapon for this area, but this is actually elemental damage. It doesn't specify. I end up eventually getting chaos resistance as well. Actually, this is optional. Like I get a little bit, but I don't get a lot necessarily. I might end up getting that. I don't know. Like I'm still working on the build as I go. I do want to eventually get the Doomcast, which allows me to do 60% increase critical strike chance for spells. But I want to mainly focus on the wand areas, but not overly focus it to where it's just my whole source of my build. You need to have a good amount of health, so there's some areas where I'm grabbing health, but I don't want to take in, there's more chaos there. I don't want to take in completely focus on just doing that. Now, the core strength behind my build is basically ends up to where I'm using the Raise Zombie, the Summon Skeletons, the Raise Spectre. I'm also using Ice Nova and Arc, along with the Power Siphon for wanding, Lesser Multiple Projectiles, Chain. That's chains, gonna be there. And then I'm using buffs of Clarity, Anger, and Wrath. So I'm adding fire damage. I'm adding lightning damage. Now, one thing that people might not know or realize is that you can actually activate a buff and then just basically take it off screen. So there we go. I got my lightning, I got my fire, and I got my clarity for mana, and I still have a nice little reservoir area for spells. So that way I can actually summon. Now, one of the things I did on a previous build, which was similar, was I focused on putting, like right now I actually have a flame totem that I'm playing around with, but I actually had my arc on a totem, and I was using that as my source of damage, while I focused purely on summoning creatures. Well, I figured out that that's probably not the best thing to do, because it just felt like I was summoning more than anything, because I don't put points into my my pets. So I switched it around. I actually put skeletons in a totem, and so it's on a spell totem, and so that frees me up to where I could throw it down. It'll cast, it'll summon pets for me to screen a little bit, my fodder squad, and it basically allows me to freely cast whatever I want, without worrying about trying to keep my butt alive by creating that screen. But hopefully you have good luck with it. But that's the basic gist of it. It's still a work in progress, like I said. So good luck, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and make sure to subscribe and like or whatever, and I will catch you guys later.